everybody. Welcome to Indicio's Identity Insights. We're really thrilled today to have our newest partner from Hovi, Omer Shafiq. And we're going to be chatting today about what Hovi does, how we're going to partner together, and the Indicio network. So, Omar, I'd love to turn it over to you and have you introduce yourself and the company.
Thank you for having me. I am the founder of Hovi, and we have built a platform that help businesses build any kind of use cases using verifiable credentials. The way I like to explain it to anybody is just like Stripe lets you integrate payments into your business seamlessly without any worrying about compliance or integrating several different payment gateways. We do the same, but with verifiable credentials.
Mhm.
You can use our APIs to integrate effortlessly and start issuing credentials and verifying credentials of different formats, supported by Indicio and some other ecosystems as well. And you could get some work done in days rather than weeks.
Mhm.
It's fairly simple to just use the APIs and start issuing credentials rather than running the whole infrastructure yourself.
That's great. And are you selling, is Hovi offering solutions to individuals, to big businesses, and then eventually to individuals?
Well, we do have like a wide spectrum of customers, but eventually we do have a B2B product.
Mhm.
And but there are two major spectrums we are focused on. There is small to medium scale businesses, which are under the low level of assurance and medium level of assurance credentials. And then there is some enterprise customers that we are working with right now, which are between medium to high level of assurance of credentials. I mean, it depends on the territory and demographics where
Right.
they are operating. And based on that, we basically help them identify what's the right like ecosystem for them. And I think how I see Indicio like in all of this is that it it it's one of those, those the very early players in the market
Mhm.
which has established trust. I guess if I'm not mistaken, like 7, 8 years ago, something like that. When
Yeah,
it,
5 years ago.
yes, so I mean, it's like one of those early names you heard when the term self-sovereign identity was becoming more familiarized with people and businesses. That's when I actually heard about Indicio, and when I met a couple of people from your team across some events, and we discovered like, okay, this is like amazing. And back then Hovi didn't existed. And
Mm.
one of the first things that came to my mind when we were actually working on Hovi was that, okay, we need to definitely partner with Indicio because it's one of a kind, you know.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. We're really excited about the Indicio network itself, the distributed ledger that individual nodes host the data and information, and they have a copy of this distributed ledger, which is continually kept in sync, and then is then consulted. The network is then consulted to verify who issued a credential, and that information has not changed since that issuance. And so when you use a decentralized network, you're providing this layer of trust and source of truth for solutions that just doesn't exist otherwise, especially doesn't exist if you have it all, centrally located in one place, which can,
Mhm.
make it quite vulnerable. So our goal is to work with as many partners as possible to provide them the network, the platform for which then they and their customers can build and run their products. Um, and we use it to build and run our products. We use it for our customers, but you do not have to be let's say a technology customer of Indicio to be a network partner with us. Anyone who's building technology like this and needs that decentralized network um, can just come and use our network. And it's one of the only few left. And it is based on Indy, but we can do private networks. We can do sort of uh, you can run multiple different types of technology on top of this network. And the three networks that Indicio does have, well, all under the umbrella, of course, of the Indicio network is the demo net, the test net, and the main net. And so I know that Hovi is most interested in using obviously the main net for their clients to be able to fully host and run their solutions. But what is very cool is that we offer the test net and the demo net for free for anyone to use. Um, and so
If
we
I may
offer,
add to it, it has been a lifesaver for one of our customers, actually.
oh,
So
that's
back in the
wonderful.
days when Sovereign was operational, they suddenly stopped operating one of their test nodes and they added a price on top of it.
Mhm.
And when that happened, it actually changed a lot for one of our enterprise customers we're working with right now. And we eventually decided with them to actually migrate to Indicio. And they are still at this point are using the demo net of Indicio for their test network and for production. I mean, they are actually looking into migrating as well.
Yeah. It's it's something we felt that was important to offer to the community because it is such new technology that if you don't have an easy place, to first sort of play with it and learn it, and then build your demos, build your prototypes, build your betas, and see how it works. It's very hard to invest in something when your solution is at that level. But
Mhm,
then once it
mhm.
gets to a production level and your client, their customers are then using it, then you can move to mainnet, and it's a great way to
Exactly.
grow and build.
Exactly. And we did this. What we did is we leveraged Indicio's DemoNet and we actually integrated it into Hovi as well, which means that you could actually kick off and build a use case like in a matter of days with
Hmm.
Indicio using our platform, which includes certain issuance verification APIs and it works with seamlessly with the Indicio's own wallet and our wallet and a couple of other wallets which support the same protocols and
Yeah.
credentials.
It's it's something we're quite proud of, and we go out and we work with our node operators. We
Mhm.
recruit new node operators. We're hoping Hovi comes on as a node operator
We are
sometime soon.
planning to
Um,
definitely.
and anyone also, again, is welcome to participate. And the way that we look at it is if you are investing in this technology, if you're
Mm.
investing in this community and the growth of this community, hosting a node is a very inexpensive way to kind of put some skin in the game and to support a growing network for everyone else then to be able to use, particularly because two of those networks are free to the community. So
Mhm.
I will do a quick ad break here and say if you'd like to be a node operator, reach out to us. We'd love to have you. And you can also download Nodi on the Google Marketplace. If you use Google Cloud for your business, you can use your credits and um, become a node operator that way as well. But I also would love to ask you, what are the benefits and successes that you are most looking forward to in terms of working together? What is this vision that you see with us together?
Well, eventually, definitely, we want to become a node operator. That's the like I won't say it's an end goal. I would say it's the first step towards production grade services on our end. We have been in open beta for a while, and we're expecting to launch our production release like I guess in this month. And once that happen, we will eventually like start to look into okay, how could we start using the mainnet, either becoming an endorser or start hosting, like becoming a node operator ourselves, so that it's much more easy for businesses to actually start working with the main net of
Mhm.
Indicio using our platform. Although the demo net is already there, you could just, kick it off within minutes and start working with it. And believe me, it works seamlessly. I mean, you have to see it in action. It's beautiful, if you ask me. A little bit biased there, but I guess I have a little bit of right to be. But having said that, the vision behind this partnership has always been that we wanted to provide this robust infrastructure, specifically because Indicio is also a US based company, all right, and that is primarily attractive to a big spectrum of customers as well for us because they trust certain companies in certain demographics and of certain geographic regions, and that's why Indicio's network play a special role for us in our ecosystems. And so we do have a very tight integration, but I believe that moving forward, not only we would like to start with becoming a node operator, but also will like to create better support for other services because to my knowledge, Indicio does more than just an on-credits over DITCOM, right? So, and would like to add those new functionalities that you have to our platform as well and take it to the next level. And
Mm-hmm.
it also primarily depends based on customer feedback on our end. People start to use the demo net and the main net and they build their business cases and different kind of uh, like proof of concepts or either like production cases, and then based on that feedback we are able to like see what kind of like features are required that we could
Mm-hmm.
bring in from your side. Although I think I have had a chance to work with some of the people from your team, and the experience has been amazing. I mean, everybody is super talented and very helpful. So I think it's going to be an interesting partnership for us.
Yeah, I think just building off of what you just said, the one of the differentiators I do think of the Indicio network to other networks is that it is professionally managed.
Mhm.
So it's not just sort of thrown up there and run on its own without management and support and continually enhancing and updating.
Mhm.
And that we have a team who does that. I run part of the network programming, but really the partnership side, and then we have an amazing team who really run the technical side. And like Omar said, you can get up and running in minutes using the test net or the demo net. You can just go to the Indicio website, submit your application, and then just get going right away. Um, and when you interact with the Indicio network, you also mentioned, you can just start using it for free for for your demo building, your production,
Mhm.
your testing, and then migrate up to hosting your solution on the mainnet. You can also be a transaction author, a transaction
Mhm.
endorser, and a node operator. So there's lots of ways to integrate into the network, to use it, to get benefits from it, and you don't have to do everything. You pick the pieces on the menu that make the most sense for you, and we're really excited to grow this partnership with Hovi and see where it can go. And I think starting here is just a great way for us to get to know each other, to support your customers, to give you that platform that gives your product stability, and then just continue to explore and find opportunities to do even more together.
Well, I'm glad that we made this partnership with you guys, and and the feeling is mutual. I'm looking forward to some really interesting things. Of course, in the upcoming quarters, we are gonna create new roadmap plans, and then of course incorporate additional features that will create better uh, features for our users to get the most out of the Indicio
Mm-hmm.
ecosystem from our platform. So hopefully we are well equipped and we're looking forward to it.
That's brilliant. So for anyone who's interested in working with us, you can go to indicio.tech. You can find information there about the main net, the test net, and the demo net. You can find information about becoming a network partner of Indicio. And like we said, you can start using it right away. So if any of the elements of the Indicio network are exciting, interesting, think that they could help your business grow and succeed, and your customers' businesses grow and succeed, we're here to work with you and make that happen. So I'd really love to thank you, Omar, not just for being a partner of ours and being such a great partner, but spending your afternoon with me here, or your time with me here this morning. And we really look forward to all the things we're going to do in the future.
Likewise.
Thanks, everybody. Tune in next time.